Welcome to the Big Movie Mouth Off, sponsored by PC Laptops. We're here at Broovy Cinema Pub reviewing more movies. I'm Jeff Weiss from MSN Entertainment.
And I'm Jimmy Martin with SLUG Magazine.
Our next movie is True Grit, the Coen brothers' take on the classic Western tale, and I would strive to let people know that this is not a remake of the 1969 film starring John Wayne. They've changed the focus in several important ways. The tone is still maybe lighter than you might expect from the trailers, but they've gone back to the source material and restored the balance in the story, which is, it's a story of a young girl seeking vengeance. This is not John Wayne as Rooster Cogburn. This is Jeff Bridges as Rooster Cogburn.
Who takes the role completely on his own.
Yeah, well, he's much more drunken, if nothing else. And this is really Maddie Ross's tale. She's played by relative newcomer Haley Steinfeld, who has the really difficult job of holding her own with people like Jeff Bridges, Matt Damon, Josh Brolin, Barry Pepper, and they are terrific actors.
And she stands right there toe-to-toe with them.
Mr. Cogburn?
What do you want, girl?
I'm looking for the man who killed my father. The man's name is Tom Chaney, and I need somebody to go after him.
What's your name?
My name is Maddie Ross. Are you some kind of law?
I'm a Texas Ranger. I know Chaney. It is at least a two-man job taking him alive.
Marshal Cogburn? Can we depart this afternoon?
We?
I'm going with you.
Congratulations, you've graduated from marauder to wet nurse.
We're being followed.
What do we do, Marshal?
You missed your shot, Cogburn.
Just let this go.
I thought you were going to say the sun was in your eyes. That is to say, your eye.
For 13, 14-year-old...
13-year-olds.
To do this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And what makes me mad is that the Paramount is actually pushing her for a supporting actress, when, my God, that girl is the lead actress who is in this film more than anybody else.
Right. Like I said, it is Maddie Ross's tale. It's not Rooster Cogburn's tale.
No.
It's her tale of vengeance and where it leads her.
Yeah.
Can we depart this afternoon?
We? You are not going. That is no part of it.
You have misjudged me if you think I'm silly enough to give you $50 and watch you simply ride off.
I'm a bonded U.S. Marshal.
That weighs but little with me. I will see the thing done.
I've been the ducks. I can't go after Ned Pepper and a band of hard men look after a baby at the same time.
I am not a baby.
Won't be stopping at boarding houses where there's warm beds and hot grub on the table. I'll be traveling fast, eating light. A little sleeping is done to take place on the ground.
Well, I have slept out at night before. Papa took me and little Frank coon hunting last summer on the Petty Jean. We were in the woods all night. We sat around a big fire and y'all all told ghost stories. We had a good time.
Coon hunting? This ain't no coon hunt.
She's great. Jeff Bridges is so good. Matt Damon, who took me by surprise of how well he acted this role.
Right.
What I love about this film, though, it's Coen brothers, they cannot do anything wrong in my book. I mean, they hit every genre: thriller, comedy, black comedy, Western, flawlessly.
Right.
And what I love about this one is that they capture the cinematography in this film.
Yes.
It's so beautiful.
But by the way, let me first thank Steven Spielberg for that.
Yeah.
Who was their producer who insisted, and he apparently is a huge John Ford fan.
Oh, God.
So this is shot very panoramically. This is Western vistas shot in a way that we haven't seen in a film in a long, long time.
Oh, I mean, it's 50s, 60s, you know, that kind of Western. And what I love about every picture is a portrait that you could hang on the wall in a museum.
Right.
And I don't want, I've heard people make this argument, I don't think that it's just because of the locations they went to.
Right.
Granted, that had something to do with it, obviously. But you still have to give a cinematographer credit for capturing the essence of the landscapes, like, you know, the majestic. I mean, I don't want to get like so like, you know, patriotic, you know, but it's not easy.
No.
So it's not just pointing the camera. It's not a click and shoot. You know.
Yeah. Here's the comparison I would make. It's shot in a way where the vistas are an additional character that fit the tone of the piece. And when I mention tone, I know the trailers are sort of selling this as a grim and gritty, Unforgiven Western, and it does have those elements. And the Coens have been known to do that kind of movie before, especially with No Country for Old Men.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the most Coen brothery movie we've seen since Fargo.
Help me!
I can do nothing for you, son.
Sure.
It really mixes character drama, Western, and a lot of unexpected, funny, low-key comedy.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. It's not, dancing around like an idiot comedy or
No. It's not
vulgar comedy.
wacky.
Yeah, it's beautiful lines of dialogue that are extremely quotable, because I think you and I have been quoting them for the past week and a half.
And they're delivered beautifully by a first-rate cast.
Oh, I mean, I love the accents that they all have on there. I mean, it's total, just fit the film perfectly. The score too. I want because now I feel bad because recently the score has now been deemed ineligible for Oscars because it's based on the 19th century hymns. And if that's the way you want to go, fine. But do not disregard this score because it brings a life of itself to the film. Absolutely, it's for me, it got stuck in my head.
And by the way, thank you for bringing up knocks against this film that might prevent it from getting things. And I think theoretically the Golden Globes gave this no nominations because they hadn't seen it. I think there's also a knock against this film, the perception that it's a remake and that all remakes are bad. Again, let me stress,
the Coen brothers just proved this not.
Yeah, this is not a remake, but if you're considering it a remake, well, then remakes can be good, because this is, for me, actually my favorite film of 2010. I give it 4 stars.
No, I'm right there with you. 4 stars all the way. It's right up there with probably my top 3 favorite films of the year. Yeah. And if it won everything, I would not be upset about it.
It's very crowd pleasing.
Yep. I'm gonna have a sip to that one.